Excited today to be at the home of my good friend John O'Donnell, the founder of Johnnie-O, the brand that brought West Coast prep to life. John, you and I have known each other since second and third grade, here in town where we first met at St. Paul the Apostle School. Now, many years later, your son Jack and my son Morgan now walk those same halls. We've come a long way.
Thanks for having me, Mace. Wow, it's a long story. Johnnie-O, I've been at it 18 years now. Was never really an apparel guy, but just had a vision, an idea, and as I say, clothing happened to be the vehicle. And I'm proud to say that we are employing over 100 people now, providing, jobs and insurance coverage for families and all that good stuff that you don't think about. But also, I think we've entrenched ourselves as a brand that'll be around long after I'm gone. So we're gonna keep going, keep doing what we're doing.
That said, so has Johnnie-O. Share with us a little bit about the company, what your vision was when things first got started, and the path that took you to where the company is now.
When I started Johnnie-O, I didn't intend for it to be a golf brand per se, nor did I intend for it to be a surf brand. People see the surf logo and they think, hey, you started a surf brand, hey, you started a golf brand. It was just more a lifestyle type idea, but the golf shops were the low-hanging fruit for me because I know so many people in the golf industry at different pro shops and clubs throughout the country. So those were the people that gave me my first shot at getting into kind of retail stores. And since it's evolved into a significant golf brand of sorts, and we got a big event coming up in 2 weeks here with the US Open in LA Country Club. And we are going to be in the merchandise tent on site. We have a huge presence there, thousands of Johnnie-O units. So if you go to the US Open, make sure you buy some Johnnie-O. But we're excited about that and the relationship we have with the USGA and all the great clubs around the country.
As long as we're on that topic of golf, you've got something very exciting coming up at the end of June. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know how they say, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while? I'm happy to report that I got through qualifying for the US Senior Open. So at the end of this month, little old me, literally old me, is going to be playing in the US Senior Open in Wisconsin, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. So I'm really, really excited. It's an actual major, and it's a dream, and I'm going to try to play my ass off.
And that tweener button, that's been a pretty big hit. I've got mine activated. Tell us a little bit about the tweener button.
I'm sorry to say I don't have a tweener button on right now, but the tweener button is a concept where there's a button between the second and third button on button-down shirts, so you can close that gap between looking too buttoned up or too unbuttoned. I'm happy to say that we have the patent on the tweener button, and it is a massive, massive game changer for button-down shirts. And as far as I'm concerned, every guy should own a tweener button. So it's been a big hit for us.
John, I don't want to keep you much longer, but I do want to know, what does the future hold for Johnnie-O the man and for Johnnie-O the company?
Mason, we're going to kind of keep doing what we're doing. It's kind of like don't screw up a good thing. Johnnie-O the man, I'm just kind of, moving along here, raising my boy Jack with his mom Sandra, and living in this great house and playing my golf and doing my work and being thankful for everything that I have. As far as the company goes, we've got such a talented team, and we've got a lot of cool stuff in store. Some new product extensions, getting into some other markets, building upon what we currently have. And I think you're going to see some cool stuff coming up here in the near future and into the future beyond. So I'm excited.
John, you and I have played a lot of golf together. And to me, your game is like a fine wine. It gets better with age. Congratulations on qualifying for the US Senior Open. We're looking forward to seeing you out there.
Well, let's stop talking about me and start focusing on you. Because you were the one who put me in this house that I've lived in for 4.5 years that I absolutely love, and I wouldn't have found without you. digging it out of the dirt and bird dogging the market for me. And I'm just really happy about it. But, I'd like to know more about you. You still hitting the golf ball around a little? You high rights, low hooks? Talk to me.
John, we don't need to talk about my golf game. My clubs are a little bit dusty. I'm just happy for you and your son, Jack, that you guys were able to find the right home and that we were able to help you and that you entrusted us. Well, John, it does take a team, and you've got a great one. Getting back to the U.S. Open at the Los Angeles Country Club, final thoughts here. I'd like to know from you, who's your pick and why?
Kind of caught me off guard here because I haven't really gone down the list of players and contestants. But when you said that and asked that question, the first person that came to mind was Colin Morikawa. And not that that's a off-the-wall pick, because I think he'd probably be considered a top 10 favorite, but he knows this area. I think he loves the golf course. He hits the ball straight. He's got a tight game, and this course could set up great for him. I love his demeanor. He's a nice guy. So I'm going to go with Colin.
Colin's a great pick, and excited to see how things play out. It's going to be a great week. John, thanks for inviting us into your home. I truly appreciate our friendship, and I look forward to many, many more great and fun years ahead. Thank you.
You are welcome, Mason. Been a blast. And let's rock and roll. Peace.